Oh yeah, and my lover.
Hello guys, welcome back. This is Mont. I hope you guys are doing great. I just kind of like took a nap a few minutes ago, and not a few minutes, like an hour ago, and the nap was great, and I woke up and I felt like I had a lot of energy, and so I decided to take a walk. I know I'm driving, but I had to drive to the place where I'm actually taking a walk at, because you know this is America. You can just walk anywhere. You gotta make sure you're safe. Yeah, tonight we were actually planning, my wife and I, we planned to do a video or upload a video, whatever. So we were planning to do 5 things or go over 5 things that we felt like people should really avoid when planning a wedding. So I was like, you know what? I know my wife is asleep at this time, and why not do the video by myself? So guys, I thought I should just go ahead and do the number 1 thing right here in the car, and then I'll probably do number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5 outside, because it's looking really beautiful already. But anyways, so the number 1 thing you should avoid when planning a wedding is procrastination. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but you know guys, do not procrastinate when you're planning a wedding. Like that's the worst enemy to a successful wedding, a beautiful wedding, like a wedding of your dream. If you're trying to have a really awesome time, a beautiful time, like you gotta stop procrastinating. So for example, if you're planning to talk to the band, do not wait until like a month before the wedding to talk to the band. Like talk to them as soon as you can. Let me see, another one is like buying a dress, buying your outfits like for your wedding, both the groom and the bride. Do not wait for those guys. Get those done as soon as possible, because they are really, really important. Like, do not procrastinate on anything. Get your venue settled, get all the stuff, all the good stuff in place. Like talk to the caterer, talk to the DJ, talk to the photographer, videographer beforehand. Talk to the decorators. Like, okay guys, so we are actually event decorators, we are event planners. The worst part of our job is getting a call a month before the wedding. Hey, hello, oh, I got a wedding next week or next month. Like, how are you gonna have a wedding next month and you're calling the decorator like this month? Like, no, don't do that guys. Do not procrastinate. Like, plan your wedding wisely. I suggest like plan a wedding at least 2 years or a year at least before. Do not procrastinate. I feel like when you avoid procrastination, everything flows really beautifully, like everything goes well. So do not procrastinate. Do it right now if you gotta do it. Guys, let's get out of this car. It's looking really nice out here, guys. Alright, this is not actually a park, it's a kind of, there's a loop where you can actually walk and enjoy life, enjoy the sunshine if it's sunny. But anyways, the second thing to avoid when planning a wedding is to trying to be somebody else, or trying to do something that's not naturally in you, or trying to do something that you saw on TV, trying to mimic somebody else's wedding. Like, don't do that, guys. That's the worst thing you can possibly do to ruin your wedding. Like, do not try to dance the way the other couple did. Do not try to copy the shoe that the other bride or the other groom wore at their wedding. Like, this is your wedding, it's not their wedding. This is not Tatiana, it's not Joseline's wedding. This is your wedding. Don't try to wear like they wore at their wedding. Like, have your own style. If you want to wear a dress that's like long, short, tall, can the wedding be tall? I don't know. Just be yourself. Like, live yourself, live a life that belongs to you. This is your wedding. Like, don't do people's weddings at your wedding. Like, enjoy your day. Like, create something that it's identical, not identical, but create something that's unique for you and your wife. Like, just do yourself. Like, don't copy somebody else's things. Like, have yourself at the wedding. Let this wedding be yours. It's not somebody else's wedding, it's your wedding. The third thing to avoid when planning a wedding is to try to do everything by yourself. or by yourselves. If you're planning a wedding, you and your wife or your husband or your fiance, whatever. I I was a victim of that, or we were victims of that. Luckily, we actually had family that actually stepped in and helped out. That's a no-no. Like if you got friends, okay. If you got friends, guys, involve them in the planning. Like if you got an uncle that's trustworthy, like involve them in the plan. If you gotta talk to the band, like at least have one person in charge of the band. Like that person can be the person that the band can call to ask them about the location where the wedding is taking place. You don't have to be the only person who's like being called every time there's a problem. You know what I mean? This is your wedding. Fourth thing to avoid when planning a wedding is to involve everybody. I know this sounds a little bit crazy because I just said you should have people to help you out, but there is a difference between having people to help you out and having everybody to help you out. I don't know if that makes sense, but when you have everybody helping you out, I mean like having your uncle, your cousin, your friends, your friends, family's friend, your grandma's uncle making cookies, and just having everyone like being part of the planning of your wedding. That's kind of nice at certain levels, but it's also dangerous because when you involve everyone to like be part of the planning, you can risk chaos. Like expect chaos at your wedding. So if you're gonna give Auntie Mayor to bake those cookies for you, and then go tell Auntie Cherry to bake 5 more cookies for your wedding, guess what's gonna happen? The first auntie is gonna bring 2 cookies, and the second one will bring 1 cookie. And guess what? You only have 3 cookies because you involved everybody to like do everything. So even though I said you should involve people to help you out to help you out at your wedding, like avoid having everybody like doing things at your wedding. Like it's not something that you should be involving the whole country, the whole neighborhood, the whole community. Like you should probably pick those like serious people and have them take care of some stuff at your wedding, and avoid having the whole community like being part of your wedding, because that's really chaos. It's a breathing ground of chaos, literally. Like so the fifth that's fifth okay guys, so the 5th thing to avoid when planning a wedding is to avoid arguments. And this argument, I'm talking about argument between you and your wife, or you and your fiance, or you and your husband or wife to be. Like avoid having arguments between you guys. You guys can have disagreements, but don't turn those disagreements into arguments. That's when you give a place for a fight to start. Like if you having too many arguments, the chances are your wedding is going to be chaotic, because nothing is going to be planned. Remember, the wedding is between you, or the wedding is yours and your wife. So if you guys are going to be fighting, I don't think the wedding going to turn out to be a good wedding, because there are going to be fights, or you guys are going to have fights the whole time. Like if you're trying to have a really successful wedding and you guys just have a disagreement, trying to work that out, guys. It's your wedding. Like sit down and see what's going on. Like is this the way we should handle it, and what's going on, and put the stuff together, put the problem on the table, and then figure out what to do with it. Like solve the problem. Do not try to argue. Oh no, I think the dress should be this long. I think the cake should be tall. Should have like 50 tiers. Like should have like maybe, I don't know. I think there's mosquitoes here, guys. But all right, guys. So those are the 5 things to avoid when planning a wedding. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit the like button and comment below if you have, or if you disagree like with any of these things. Just make sure you comment below so we can have a good time here on YouTube. Share the video if you will, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Take care and be blessed. This is Month. I'm going back to my wife, by the way. She's home alone, and I don't think I'm supposed to be here by myself, but I'll just go ahead and go home because it's getting late, and probably not finishing up my work because I gotta go back home. It's late. I don't trust this place that much, but yeah. All right, guys.